All right. So, Blake Griffin has announced his retirement from the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't lie, man. I'm a little sad about it.
I am too. Shout out to Blake Griffin, man. Shout out to Blake Griffin, dog.
Do you think he's a Hall of Famer?
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's a great player. If he is in the Hall of Fame, I think he barely got by.
You know that it's more than one Hall of Fame?
No, how much
for
Hall of Fame is it?
NBA? Well, not NBA, but it's a NBA Hall of Fame, and then it's a Basketball Hall of Fame. I think Blake Griffin deserves to be in the Basketball Hall of Fame.
I agree.
But the NBA Hall of Fame, he didn't hit the pinnacles there to deserve to be in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad saying that, though.
I know.
You know, as far as like potential go, I think with the right coach and the right system, he could have been a Hall of Famer, and I think he could have been a title contender.
Yeah.
And let me tell you why I think that.
Speak your mind.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm gonna try not to.
Don't laugh at me, hard pass audience. Don't laugh at me, Chuck.
Go ahead. I'm smiling, by the way.
When he was on the Clippers, right?
Yeah. You laughing at yourself. Go ahead.
I used to make Blake Griffin run point. And I used to tear people up because they wouldn't expect me to get Blake Griffin to run point.
That's fact.
So they power forward would be somebody like who's somebody that was a power forward?
Ibaka.
Yeah, it'd be somebody like Serge Ibaka, somebody. Yeah. Blake Griffin, the handle of the ball was actually pretty good. He could bring the ball coast to coast easily and do crossovers and
at
stuff
that
like
point.
that.
Yeah.
And so I would, beat Ibaka down court, cross him up, and go down court. And now either somebody's gonna have to step up or they're gonna let me. All I need is a foot in the paint, and then I can dunk.
Facts.
I think that was the situation with Blake Griffin, where all he needed was a foot in the paint, and he could dunk.
That's facts.
And so Chris Paul probably kind of ruined that for him. But once Chris Paul was out of there, it was kind of like, hey, maneuver the offense to favor Blake Griffin, but they didn't do that. Now, if things would change, even if they changed things, DeAndre Jordan was still down there.
Yeah.
It was like a bunch of different things that could happen. But every time I played with Blake Griffin on the game, I got a triple-double because he was a rebounding machine. Yep. He could dunk easily, and then he also had passing skills.
Yeah. I think Blake Griffin, his biggest problem was he was put in a system as a star, but more of a role player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if they gave him the team, then it would have been made different.
Yeah, you hit it right on the head. On the head.
Honestly, I think most NBA fans will say Blake Griffin was a great contribution to the league.
Yeah.
But it's just sad that he's retiring because, we saw him get drafted.
Yeah, we saw his potential.
Yeah.
We saw him go from this guy that was in college doing crazy dunks and stuff like that, coming to the league the first year tearing his ACL, so he out for the whole year. Yeah. And he teared it on his first dunk attempt, right? Or was it something like that?
It was something like that.
Yeah, and then out one whole year. And because of that, he was a candidate for Rookie of the Year his year back. Yeah, and it was a crazy thing to watch. And he had so much potential, but he had so many highlights throughout his NBA career.
Yeah, he definitely was a showstopper. He was the first pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think he lived up to it, but I don't think he hit that superstar mark. But at the same time, he never had. Once he reached his prime, he never had his team.
Yeah.
He was always
a role player on a team.
Yeah, but
he was always put in a position to be a role player on the team.
Facts.
He was never put in a position to be a superstar on the team. Yeah.
That's facts. And it's like you never heard no rumors about him, nothing bad. He ain't cursed nobody out. He wasn't getting drunk driving.
Yeah.
He wasn't gambling, but his wife wasn't worrying about him flirting with a triple to double every night. Now
he could have been though. That's my whole point. I think he could have been a triple double machine, but they wouldn't let him.
Shout out to Blake Griffin though.
Yeah.
But if he was drafted today, do you think he would have reached that superstar level? If he was drafted this upcoming draft,
with the way that like a team like Zion is treating him, Blake Griffin he had that injury in the beginning when he first got to the league, but after that, he still wasn't as injury prone as Zion is. Yeah, and so I think that he could have. Yeah, he could have, but it would have took a team to give him the keys, like because to be honest with you, New Orleans is giving Zion the keys. He just ain't taking advantage of it.
His fat ass. Shout out to Zion.
Hey, he in New Orleans, man. He got like the best food in the world.
It don't matter.
All right,
it don't matter.
You're right.
But yeah, honestly, I think if he was drafted today, Lamar Odom also, I think if they were both drafted today, I think it would be top 20 all time.
Yeah, I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see it. I saw a thing the other day that said, who would you take on this list if you was to, like, draft a player? And it was Lamar Odom. It was Rajon Rondo. It was two more people, but the two more people, they was like, I can't even remember who they was. I should have saved it. But yeah, it was like two other people that was like, some people would say, okay, I take that person. But some people would be like, all right, no, Rondo was a walking triple-double in his prime. Lamar Odom was highly underrated and if he was to play in the game today, he would probably be a walking triple-double.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And so.
Yeah, that's facts.
But Lamar Odom, I feel like he was highly underrated, though.
Yeah, I don't think he had the opportunity to, once he hit his prime.
Like Blake, right?
Yeah, I don't think them boys had the opportunity.
Because I could see Lamar Odom running point guard for a team, and he 6'9"?
He's something like that. Yeah, I can see both of them. I can see Lamar Odom averaging 25, 11, and 7 today.
I could see him averaging a triple-double.
How about Blake? I don't think Blake had.
It wouldn't be a triple-double. Yeah. It wouldn't be a triple-double, but it'll be along close those numbers, yeah.
20. I would probably see Blake 20, 10, and 6.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking around that, yeah.
But yeah, it's a sad day in the NBA. Blake Griffin.
Hey, shout out to Blake Griffin, man. I wish you the best in retirement. I know you done made enough money to, be straight for the rest of your life.
Let me hold something. But yeah, Chad, leave it in the comment section.
What y'all think about Blake Griffin retiring? And go ahead.
Is he a Hall of Famer? And also, should he join the top 75 club? I think he should be in the top 75.
You think so?
I think so.
I think so. But I feel like I'm biased though, because I think that his potential wasn't reached, and it wasn't his fault.
It wasn't reached. It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, and I feel like because I see what his potential should have been.
They got Luke Walton, daddy. What his name? Bill Walton in the top 75. He played like 5 or 6 years.
Tell me what I was about to say, Sam.
God, dog. Shout out to Sam Walton.
That's it. You're right. All right, y'all.
Yes, sir.
This is hard pass, Kyle. This is hard pass. I'm going to give it up.